Nobody gonna listen to their song today like half my umbrellas on.
Live.
Huh? Was that on live?
It was. I'm late.
Very important, guys.
I'm late. What up? Hey, robot that's always here first. All right. This is as good as it's going to get. All right. Let me help you out a little. Bam. We're doing it live. And live in color.
Do what you wanna do.
Are we getting a mukbang with this movie too?
No.
Okay, we getting it together. We getting it together, y'all.
But at least it's sort of on camera.
I just got to get some. I wish I had some real. There's my purse. Hand me that. We getting it together, y'all. We getting it together. Gracias. Do you see that bottle over there with the ice? Give us a minute. We're going to wait for some more Care Bears. This is your girl from Real Talking Healthy Food. Also, your girl from Real Talking Healthy Reading. We do Real Talking Healthy Reading every Wednesday and Thursday, somewhere between 6:30 and 7. I can't make no guarantees, and I ain't going to make no promises. But just know, I'm going to be there. Flush out. So, tonight, we're reviewing American Skin. As I told y'all, I bought it. And it is ready to be reviewed. Gracias. And we is ready. And so I got the movie. What we're gonna do, just like I do my other lives, is go through the movie. Now this is the first time we ever seen it, and we're gonna go blow by blow on each scene. So just give me a couple minutes and we're gonna be in the mix. What are you looking for? Oh, okay. Okay. Are you in there? Oh no, here, use this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is post this on what you call it, and we're gonna get this movie cracking. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, now this is my baby sis. What you want to go by here on these internet streets?
Bex is my preferred name.
Bex, word. And tell them a little bit about yourself while I get my ish together.
General trash, but
bitch, never. Not on this live, bitch.
Okay. Just a regular ass girl. Here to help support my sister and her channel.
Yes.
Also, movie that was interesting. I love movies about Black people and Black things.
Mm-hmm.
So, get into it.
Neither one of us ever seen this movie.
Nope.
I'm gonna post it on my whatchamacallit, and we're gonna get into the mix. Let's see, it's only been I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes for some more Care Bears to come through. Do you want to post it on your Instagram?
This?
Yeah, or no?
Yeah, I'll post it on my story, but my phone's back there charging. And if I unplug and plug it back in, it's gonna say "Damn Daddy" every time I do it. So,
Her charger goes, "Damn Daddy," every time you plug it in. Yeah, can we not do that?
I said, "Excuse me, I'm alive." Jesus.
Yeah.
It wasn't my
Anyways, the girl, the only support I have is this robot that comes every show. You see that one? It's that damn robot girl. So what should I do? Do my live? Oh shit, that's YouTube. Real talking healthy. No, I'm gonna do it on my personal John. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Okay, what's up, y'all? We live. I got my beautiful baby sister here with me. We're gonna review American Skin. We're gonna go scene by scene. I hope you guys join in. If you've seen it, then just join in this review. This is gonna be the first time we watched it, and we're just gonna review it and react. Keep it pushing. So yes, it's your girl, Real Talking Healthy Food. Slide on over to YouTube, Real Talking Healthy Food. I'll see you in a minute. Dang, I'm flamed up like I'm blood or something.
We will not condone gang symbols on this YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
but just know in my mind, I'm jokingly throwing them chits out.
doing the blood walk and everything.
Also, truly sponsor her.
Oh no. Too late.
This is just seltzer water. Like, there's nothing in it.
Yeah, that part, okay.
My eyes get a little squinty. It's not. Because I'm 20% Asian. My 23andMe.
Okay, y'all. Y'all go through this with me every time. I'm not, extra technology.
Are you talking about your robot?
Yeah, I'm talking to the robot, but I'm just talking in general because there's a lag. And so they be reacting to stuff hella late. So I'm just gonna talk like everybody's in here. Plus, what I notice is people come in and out. Some people stay, some people don't. So it just depends. I just keep it moving like I'm recording by myself, and that's it. So they either stick around or they don't. I don't give a fuck either way. My real Care Bears is gonna be the ones who stick around. So that's it, and that's all I care about for real is the real ones. So
welcome to the world of YouTube.
Welcome to the world of YouTube. I can't be worried about none of that. Whoever stay can stay. Whoever play, be gone.
Hopefully I'll have my own channel soon, so maybe you guys, maybe even the robot can support me.
Yo, why are you so cute on this camera with your hair and your choker?
It's my theater background. I'm just so good at this. Naturally, I'm gorgeous, stunning, perfect for TV and the internet.
Yes. I'm saying.
And I swear, any negative comments will be blocked
immediately. Like I said, any problems, y'all can join the block party ASAP. Rocky. Okay? And go party with the other weirdos at the block party.
Yeah,
with your raisins,
with your raisins and your potato salad. Okay.
Okay, that part. Okay, so there's one robot watching. I'm gonna give myself another minute for the Care Bears to come through.
We have two. Hi.
Hi. We're doing the movie review.
Movie review.
Yeah.
Movie review.
Oh, it's so loaded.
We're reviewing movies together. I'm a special guest, so not necessarily together all the time. Maybe an occasional feature.
Yes. See, when I get my teeth done, I'm gonna be like, they're done. They're done. They're done. Like NiiiiGhT. So I had to hit that. I had to go. I
Oh,
said like,
no, ma'am, no ham, no cauliflower, no green beans. Please don't,
they smell like
girl.
look like
Please stop. That should look like it hurted.
Nick.
Neck muscles.
Ooh, that heat hit hard.
What was that, man? I feel like I'm going through menopause today.
Oh, right. That
It's been
heat.
hot all day. Like it's been fucking. Oh, are you able to cuss on YouTube? Who cares? It's been like fucking 20 degrees outside, and I've been like burning up, wearing nothing but a sweater. It doesn't make any sense.
It has. What's the weather out there like that? I mean, what's the weather out?
Here?
No, I mean for y'all fools. What's the weather like where y'all fools is at?
What's up, dog? Yeah, what's the weather out like there? Out there?
What's up, robot? Tell us about the weather, weirdo.
What's it like in the internet space?
What's up? Is the weather nice and what is it called?
Nice.
The Matrix? No.
Yeah, is it nice in the Matrix?
It-
How's Morpheus doing, robot?
right, where's Neo at?
Tell me, is there a glitch?
Is there a glitch? And are you affiliated with that one chick from iRobot? Are you that one evil robot that took over the whole shit to make the robots evil?
Answer
Are you
us.
that one?
Give us answers.
Are you a human?
We're waiting.
I don't know. You might be a weirdo.
See, how come?
What if he's a weirdo though? What if she's a weirdo?
Yeah, because we about gender equality around here.
Right. What if she's a weirdo? So it could go either way. Chicks could be weirdos too.
Trust, I met a few crazies.
Okay. Bro, I don't know why I keep up with this. Oh, I bet you do that. Okay, so we 12 minutes in, and your girl's still struggling with this posting of her shits.
I could be auntie though.
Auntie would have been like, yeah, girl. With this scoop, she'd be so hot. Hey, auntie. Sorry I'm late. She probably knocked out though. She's like, I'm gonna watch this in the morning. Grandma gonna be like, it's too much. Cuss.
Sorry, but you raised our mother. You know how she sounded. Like a sailor.
Like a sailor.
Like a sailor.
Look. December 31st, 1969. What is that? What is that?
1969. What year is it?
Bitch, is it 69? Why my phone say 1969? December 31st.
Last time
Am I a time traveler? What if I was?
Oh, I gleeked on you. Sorry. But that's a plot twist.
Wouldn't that be ill?
Bum, bum, bum. Hold on. I do not have the corona. I'm just thirsty.
Girl, nobody got the Rona. I mean, let me stop before I get back. Before they cut off. The last time they cut my line off behind that ish. Okay, now I got it posted where it's supposed to be.
Supposed to be. And you better eat the booty like groceries.
Man, I meant to listen to that earlier.
When we was jamming?
Girl, I was
living for round of the applause, Breathe the Put the hands up. This is not a Lady Gaga channel. Okay. Although this might give you that.
I used to love Gaga. But at first, when Trayvon Martin and Sandra Bland and all those fools, I was like, I'm going through her page because everybody posted. Like, I don't know what's up. Everybody posted stuff because, I'm going to keep it a buck. Gaga, her music saved my life, like, for real. Your girl was whole. Hurting herself mode, because I guess you can't say suicidal. But I said it. There it is. Yeah. So anyway,
and that's the lie.
And so, but her music saved my life, like Born This Way, even though it's like the super gay anthem, the lyrics kind of, don't go for a second best, baby. Put your love to the test. You know, you got to. Madonna. But her songs, "Marry Tonight," shit like that, really saved me. I don't know what it is about them songs, but they just really got my soul. You know what I'm saying? But then I found out she worshiped the devil, and I was kind of like, "Ooh, I love the Lord." So, relatively speaking, no. Sorry, y'all, my phone came on charging. I can't have my phone down while we trying to watch a movie. But I know I'm 15 minutes in. I'm gonna put it in the description box if you want to skip all the chit chat. Skip the 25 minutes because I feel like we're gonna talk a little bit longer. But that lady Gaga, she got me together. But I found out she be hanging out with what's her name, Brokovich, that weirdo that likes to do spirit cooking and shit. So I can't be rocking with nobody who's cool with, blatantly worshiping the devil. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just can't do that. But I will forever appreciate her craft, her artistry. But I can't support no devil worshiper. You feel what I'm saying? But I do appreciate what her music did for my life. So I will forever bob to the applause. But the applause. Hey, do y'all want to see a dance? Should I show them my Married Tonight dance?
Would you like to be traumatized?
Forget you.
All I'm saying was
that day I got moves. I dance like Chris Brown.
And as we all know,
Bones be like
crinkling, crackling.
Crinkling, crackling.
Like,
I used to dance like Chris Brown. I used to dance like Chris Brown. And I got
in her youth. We all know she is Brady.
Listen, I ain't no spring chicken, but I'm still fresh, okay? Get out of here.
Spring chicken? What about fall?
Bitch, I'm summertime. Ooh, summertime sweaty.
Yeah.
Don't want to be summertime chicken.
There's only a certain amount of seasons you can go through for this chicken.
Listen, I ain't no spring chicken, but I still pulls them.
That is the tea.
Okay. I like my bone duck jerky. You've seen it like 10 times on this show. Wait till you see my other bone duck.
There's a thing you probably haven't seen. Pulp Fiction. A really great movie. I mean, if you're alive in 2021 and you're literally at least old enough to maybe walk, you've probably seen Pulp Fiction.
Your mama watched it with you.
Who?
I mean, them.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. So hey, listen, hit that like. We got 3 folks. Well, we got 2 folks in a robot. So y'all go ahead and hit the like. That robot, stay ready, okay? That robot is my loyalist fan. So, well, they ain't fans. My loyalist Care Bear. That's the robot bear.
Robot bear.
Bear.
A modern Care Bear.
A modern Care Bear. Yeah, a cyborg, if you will. So yeah, let's get enough chit chat. We talked for what, 18 minutes. Well, it was a struggle beginning. Okay. It was a struggly beginning. I was late, but auntie duty called. Family's here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot going on. And my weekends be jam packed. So let's go ahead and I was able to let my phone charge. So let's go ahead and bust out this movie. I done posted it on the gram. The Care Bears had 19 minutes to come through. If they pull up late, cool, it's cool.
Just like we did. Pulled up extremely late.
Yo, if you pull in late, just hit the like and sit on down.
I believe I wasn't even on camera until about 5 minutes into this. So, and I was literally just over here.
So again, we're watching American Skin. Also, we're covering the medical apartheid. I'm gonna just show them a picture of this book real quick.
Are you gonna do the YouTube thing where you hold on?
No, I got the good phone. I ain't got to do that.
Good phone.
My phone. Hold on, I thought it was. That's the glitter in my nails. Okay, so that's the book. You can get it on. I got mine for the holiday for Christmas from my other sister. But you can get it on Amazon between $10 and $11. 11
$11.
dollars. We see Run in the Family. The nails stay on fleeking. I have not done an episode without fleeky nails ever. It's genetic. Um, so get the book Wednesdays and Thursdays between 6:30 and 7:30. I'm gonna just say 7:30 simply because I've been working Eastern Standard Time. We on the east side, so just make sure you tune in for that. We're reading the book on Wednesday. We're starting with chapter 2. We struggled through chapter 1, so come and laugh at us if you want to laugh with us rather, because we learning around this beat. So
knowledge is power, kids.
It is. In chapter 1, we dropped a lot of the vocabulary words in the live chat. So if you want to keep up and step up your game with the vocab, you could check out chapter 1 on my last live. Okay. So if you don't want to get the book, make sure on Wednesdays and Thursdays you got your notebook, you got your pen, and you were learning together. And if you catch something that's interesting, or you can write it down, or if you want to incorporate one of the vocabulary words that we're learning in the book, you could go ahead and add it as you go. So, and I'll drop them down in the chat. So now, finally, let's get into the movie. And then in the next week, we're going to also incorporate the coldest winter. Everybody in the chat was with that ish. So we gonna do the coldest winter by Sister Soldier. So get that book. Now I think that takes a little bit longer. So you might want to check it out. I've had that book for a very long time. So just go ahead and look into getting it. And again, if you don't, now we're gonna add that book simply because um we need a little number one, Sister Soldier. Well, I'll run that down in the chat. But number one, it's Black History Month. Number two, we could really learn a lot from that book. So I just wanted to show you that. Let's get into the movie, American Skin. Now, this is a movie by Nate Parker. So a Marine veteran working as a school janitor tries to mend his relationship with his son after a divorce when his son is killed by a police officer found innocent without standing trial. He takes matters into his own hands. So we got the actors are Nate Parker, Omari Hardwick, Ghost, aka Ghost, Theo Rossi, Knapp, and that's it. The directors is Nate Parker, Mark Berg, Tarak Ben Amar, and Lucas Benkin. And Nate Parker is the writer of this movie. And so yeah, let's get into the shits. So if you're not familiar with my reviews, my intro is usually never 23 minutes long, but we got a special guest. So what I do is we're gonna watch this and go screen by screen, and I'll let you know what's going on. Now, the difference between now and the previous ones is they were older movies, and I generally knew those movies kind of almost by heart. The difference is now we're going to be watching the movie and pausing and letting you know what the fuck is going on, okay? So here we go. Let's get it cracking. And y'all get to hear it. Wait, will I get copyright if they can hear it?
She does not own the rights to any sounds that are happening in this video.
Oh, wait, I need that copyright joint. Hold on, I got it. Oh, do I gotta say? Oh, yeah. I can get it right quick. Yeah, I do not own the rights to this movie. This movie does not belong to me. I'm reviewing this movie for entertainment purposes and educational reasons. I do not look forward to gaining any compensation for this movie. However, I am using this movie to learn something from it.
And educate the masses, Henny.
And educate the masses. So let me get this little message cracking because I just got off YouTube punishment and I want to play no game at all. Okay? Examples. Let's see if I can get it. Where is it? I had that shit. So I don't own it. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. What is that thing?
They disconnected.
Oh
Your
shit.
connection is unstable.
Oh snap.
Oh,
Okay, we
it's
got.
reconnected.
Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Where is that thing? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Hold on.
3 days later.
Okay. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, not nonprofit or be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of that fair use. So in this regard, that is the case. I don't know if I'm reading the right one, but y'all motherfuckers get the point. I don't own this. I don't want it. We just are reviewing this for educational purposes, okay? Now, Care Bears, when you come in the room, hit that like. Please share. Share if you care. Share if you dare. Okay? So, American Skin. Let's get this cracking. Vertical entertainment.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. It's on.
I'm gonna go get a sweater, but I just want to say,
That is what
my hoodie.
Jordan King. I almost feel like we should have watched it first.
Then did this. You want to do
Okay, so July 3rd, 2017.
How you doing tonight? Doing well, officer. I
this?
see your driver's license, registration, and insurance, please.
It's based on many true stories. Trayvon, the pick one. Sandra, Philando.
Put it up against the thing.
Where you coming from? I got my son from a friend's house.
So they're pulling him over. Nate Parker is the driver.
Have any warrants I should know about? Are you aware your insurance is expired?
I hope y'all can hear it.
Must be an old copy. Car definitely has insurance. Might have a new copy. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir.
Oh, shit, he's starting already. She one of them.
All right. All right. Can I have you step out of the vehicle? Sure. You must seatbelt. All right. Hands up! Hey! Wait! Sir. He's a kid now. Whatever you have, put the phone down. Put the phone. It's a cell phone. It's just a cell phone. Put the fuck down. I can nail you. Put your hands in the air. Austin, please, he's just a kid. Please, he's just a kid. Put your hands in the air. Okay, get out of the car, son. Easy. It's just, I need you to put the phone away. Put the phone away and sit on the car. He's unarmed, okay? He's just, please, I need you to put the phone away and sit on the car. Put the phone away. Put the phone away.
Okay, boom. So hopefully y'all can hear it. So typical scenario we've seen several times, the inevitable, or not inevitable, but I mean in this scenario it is. And so regular dude looks like a working class guy with his son gets pulled over. And here it is, the aggressive wannabe RoboCop, you know, attacks a child for nothing, because he's mad because he's recording him. I mean, if there wasn't so many fuckheads and he wouldn't have a reason to feel like that was that was a necessity at the time.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you think so far. Is this only the beginning? They
I
kicking it in
mean,
raw.
2
early.
minutes and 40 seconds into this movie, my heart is already racing. So I think, like, I pretty much agree with what you're saying, that it's a pretty typical situation that they're putting in so far. Like, you get pulled over, a black man gets pulled over by the police. They're instantly aggressive for
Mhm.
no reason when you're literally just complying. So, I
Yeah.
mean, since it's so early in the movie, I can't really like say too much, but all I can say is it's looking pretty familiar.
Yeah.
But we just got to get into this.
So now it says 1 year later from that night. You said ellipses?
Yep. Link, I'm Jordan King. We talked a few times on the phone.
Let me know if y'all can hear in the chat, okay?
Spoke about me possibly doing some interviews with you around what happened to your son.
How much minutes is it?
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
They got it on their phones.
Why though? I was like, what in the modern
My
shit?
class, professors, staff. If people respond to it, we'll try and get it into some festival. A festival is like a group of public screenings, only it's curated. People get dressed up, they go see it, and when it's over, everyone looks around for reactions. If the right people hate it, it dies. If the right people love it, we get a chance to bring it to the world.
Dang, I wonder how many good movies got fucking sent straight to DVD and Redbox because the wrong people hated it.
It's
Boom. That's that's a good ass point.
What's that? That's B-Cam. Another angle, something behind the scenes. So I've got some questions, kind of all over the place. Some easy stuff, some hard.
I'm a little hungry, okay?
Like I said, arugula didn't do it for you.
It didn't do it, mine. It's still staying cute though on the weekend. I did eat them fries.
By now, a lot of people know about KJ and what happened to him, but few people know who
Just so
KJ
y'all can
was.
see.
In one word, or
That's who's interviewing him.
how would you describe it?
So right now, what the movie is looking like is that he's being interviewed by, I guess they look pretty young, so I'm gonna say college students, for like a documentary of sorts to just try to get information as to what happened to his son. Because since it's a year later, he's clearly, passed. So I think they're just trying to, get some info.
Yeah, and a better understanding so they can create their documentary. Okay, let's see.
I guess I just show you better than I can.
Oh, he got.
I believe that's a receipt.
Happens when old people act like they're still young people. I gotta go. Is it? Kinda. Yeah. I'm not trying to make this an emergency. Well, y'all know me. That's what I can't do.
Oh! Why he bust his ass like that?
It's funny.
It looked like it hurted.
He fell hard.
That was real.
That was real. That wasn't on purpose. They just used it.
Me on a hoverboard.
I would never, after I crashed on them scooters.
In front of all the niggas? No.
In front of let me pause.
Can you tell me what happened?
Before it gets sad, let's bust a joke. Because it's about to go. You heard the music?
Yeah, the music starts to get all.
You know it's about to get sad.
At the end of the whole movie.
So I work, well, I used to work downtown before this pandemic happened. And
oh, you mean the Ponder replay?
I was listening to that. It feels like summer, right? And I'm on the scooter, feeling the breeze, having a good time. And you know how that beat puts you in that space.
Plenty of time.
and I'm on the scooter like, feeling the breeze. You know what I'm saying? Girl. And I'm like,
Like from Family Guy.
But the difference is, I look up and it's fine ass niggas, like a group of fine ass niggas just right there, like pray for me.
Sunrise and sunset.
They was laughing too. They was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, girl."
Yeah,
that ride back was humble and quiet, girl.
Swallowing that pride all the way back to work. Shit, you know you was waiting on that break.
I was limping for a month, and then I crashed again because I'm hard headed.
But you don't learn no lessons.
Don't learn no lesson after I whoop my own ass. Girl, it took almost 3 months for me to get. Who is that? Kaden? Yeah, announce yourself, fool. Just come in, baby. What's supper? Bring it with you.
I got you, Kay. I'll go.
Auntie duties. Yeah, so I crashed in front of a bunch of guys. Auntie duties. I told y'all earlier. So we're gonna get the K-pop together and continue the movie. But yeah, man, I fucked myself up. It took 3 months. I used to walk to work. It was 4 miles to work. I would walk every day, but I just started getting my stride back. So I started walking again, but sometimes it's very painful. But I'm fighting back this time because I got too big after that. I started getting too big, so I'm gonna get the weight off of me. So we're gonna wait for the fam bam to come back. I don't want her to miss it. Push out my people. I hope y'all don't mind. Period. So what y'all think so far? You scared that it's gonna get sad? I am. I am. It's about to get real. Auntie Duty. I should have got him to get. I should have put it in his little cup. He's back comfy?
Yeah.
Okay. All the doors locked?
Yeah.
Oh, you got that one hoodie?
2 jackets is cold.
2 damn jackets at the same time. Oh, you gonna get a mukbang too. What are you eating? Oh.
I'm gonna eat off the camera. I'm like off the camera.
Hey, me too. Off the camera.
Smoking kills.
It do. So the stress. Let's watch the movie. Getting too stressful. Okay, here we go. We back. So he's asking him what happened that night.
You sure you don't want anything, baby? Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, it's your girl. Hold on. Not your girl, but your girl. Oh, she everybody's favorite auntie. What's her name? Damn, what's her name? I love her. That was Tina Turner's partner.
Yeah, I did.
Can you get it?
I helped raise all my
Hold on, old girl. Dang, she's older now. You only got to hit me once. She's the one that taught Tina, Nam yo horenge kyo. Her, what else is she in?
I literally do not recognize her.
She's in all the black movies, girl. But she got the short haircut. That color look good on her though. Okay.
service.
I hope. Let me know if you can hear. Ain't nobody communicating.
For him to come back, I'm like they do. No, and you know it ain't right. You go by KJ. And I'm going to. Get him into school. Yeah, that KJ, boy. I mean, he started, acting a little when Diana and Link split, but I mean, that's normal for age 13. You lose him. But when he moved in with Link, he settled him. A boy needs a man in his life. I mean, he ought to have one. I mean, how else is he supposed to know what a man is supposed to act like? Or if he's one himself? That boy was all that Link had. And they took him away for nothing. I mean, if it would have happened while he lived in this neighborhood, it would have made more sense. Make more sense how? These young boys get beat down by the cops over us all the time. More instances of police brutality in poor communities.
Of course.
More instances of police brutality.
There you go. That part.
Valid.
And I think that discussion that we had with our family, that was one of the points I really didn't get to make, because the environment does impact a lot of the outcomes of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And they tend to like marginalize Black neighborhoods as, ain't shit type scenarios. And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, that may be true, but there's a lot of good people that live in Black neighborhoods, and not all Black neighborhoods are like fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So
there's a lot of Black neighborhoods that are like legit communities where they're supporting each other. Like you hear about all the time, especially now in modern society, where people understand that there's issues in their neighborhood, so they work together to fix them.
Mm-hmm.
But in the past, and even like not even like past like maybe 5-10 years ago past, like they were just being like, oh, just fucked up. That sucks. But at least, now we can work together as a community.
And I think a lot of what we are trying now, I mean, we see it on the ground, we see it, even though I personally don't like, hey, Queen, that ain't my swag. But I could see the change. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the movie going. Oh, they still got all his stuff. It looks like they kept his room exactly the same. Oh no, this is his video.
Seriously? Well, I gotta get these priceless moments. Why? First day of school, new school.
He's a cutie.
Oh yeah, super young.
Super young. Damn, how old was he?
They said he was 13.
They said 13?
13.
Here he is. Oh, well, that's so bad.
Tell me how it went. It was crazy. Okay, crazy good or crazy bad?
So just so y'all can see,
crazy weird. Locked outside. They play rap during lunch, which is hilarious. Gucci Man on loudspeakers. Gucci!
Not Gucci.
Gucci got nice
everywhere, heads bobbing off beat. It was like a Game Girl skit. But everybody's cool. A lot of them extra cool. Probably just want to say they're hanging out with the only Black kid in school.
Oh, so he's in a
white
neighborhood, basically.
They got like these mini restaurants in school. And you can have just about anything you want. There wasn't even one fight. All day.
Damn. I went to that kind of school.
Where there wasn't any fights or where there was fights?
Fights all the time.
Yeah. It takes a lot of gumption to fight at 7 a.m.
So there's a lot of Black images on the wall. Malcolm X. They even show Meek Mill.
Meek? Quietest I ever seen.
It's hard to tell. I'm sure it did. But Diana, she was such a great mother. Great mother. We wanted to make it work, but back from the military, everything changed. I had some things I wanted to do when I got back, some dreams. People don't really talk about the things when you come home. Financial hardships, dealing with unemployment, problems, trying to get help from the VA, all that stuff. It really hurt your pride. Just really took a toll on us. Yeah.
Hey, okay. I know we pausing a lot, but I just wanted to say, that's fucked up that people could serve in the military. And I know that happened to my dad because when he got sick, he was in the Navy and the VA was like barely helping him, like barely. I mean, hell, even my Uncle Gene, they did like the bare minimums. And I think they should be getting the most because they put their lives on the line literally to defend their country, and then they come back home to the same country. They can't get no gigs, they don't get no money. The little, they remember that be all that you can be in the Army Reserve. Yeah, they sell you that dream, give you $10,000 in small increments, and that's all you get. And it ain't like, oh yeah, they just pay for your education off top. You gotta like move up in ranks and shit like that. And it's like partial. It's not just like full on. Oh, we just paying for everything. They sell you that little dream. You do get to travel a lot and stuff like that, but that's a fucked up scenario. And then not to mention too the mental hardships that they have to deal with on top of that. And so that just makes it even worse than what it already is. It's like, damn, well, what the hell did I risk my life for?
Exactly. To come home, be mentally fucked up, not have nowhere to go. And even if you do, like a lot of these guys will come home from the military, their wives or their kids, their kids don't recognize them. Their relationship is struggling because they've been gone for so long. And just for them to end up on the streets, there's countless of, veterans that are literally homeless because when they came back to the States, like they had nowhere to go. They couldn't get a job, like she said. And now their relationships is ended. Their kids don't know them. And now they're like out here on the struggle bus. It's ridiculous. We sign our life. They sign their souls away thinking that they can better themselves, and then look at him now.
And then on top of that, he's not only is he a vet, he's dealing with those hardships, went through a divorce, and then the police kill his son for nothing.
The military is America's biggest scam.
I feel like that too. I don't know. Well, let's keep watching.
21 months on.
Well, let's see. What did he say?
Where did you say? 2 tours in Iraq. 21 months all in all.
Lord have mercy.
And let's not even get into the war in Iraq, the war on terror.
What was that like? War. He was into Malcolm. Yeah, he was definitely into Malcolm. He asked a lot of questions, and I tried to teach him a lot about who he was, his history, his identity, knowing his rights. He was into it. He even got school to teach him Black Panthers doing Black History Month.
Hey.
Really proud of him. Did you ever talk to him about the police? So you're saying, by law, you can resist the cops? Like, you can fight them back? Yeah, if you didn't do nothing. Who said that? The U.S. Supreme Court. One has an unalienable right to protect his life, liberty, or property from unlawful attack or harm. Therefore, it's not an offense to liberate one from the unlawful custody of an officer. So that's really what they're teaching with the white kids? It sounds like bullshit to me. That's because you're stuck in a school where they don't teach shit. If a cop don't conform to the law of the land, I can resist and protect myself. It's just law. Hey, just studying for the government test tomorrow. Studying, huh? Absolutely. What up, John? What were you just saying just now? Telling Joe we learn in class, you don't believe it. That the law says you can defend yourself from unlawful attack. Anybody, even the police, right? Well, he's crazy, right, Mr. Lee? I mean, he's technically right. Technically. Well, yes, in theory. But the law is the law. A citizen illegally arrested cannot initiate the use of force, and neither do words alone justify an assault. However, when the officer initiates the assault by physical contact, all right, listen to me. What I'm trying to tell you, there's an unlawful arrest. There's a citizen has a right to protect his liberty. Look, stop, all right? Stop. Don't say those words. Don't even think them. Damn. You got clear. No. Stay on, Johnny. You need to hear this. Citizens have rights. There are all kinds of laws and documents and cases. The citizens they're talking about don't always look like that. They're not the police. But the Supreme Court. I understand that. What you need to understand is those laws weren't written with us in mind. And anyone that tells you different is either white or just look at it. So I'm just supposed to forget everything you ever told me about self-respect and dignity and standing up for what I believe in? Yes. If it means you coming home to me safely, absolutely. Damn. I know it doesn't make sense to you now, but one day when you have kids, it's still clear.
It's infuriating. He's pissed.
You're dealing with the police, laws, you don't have rights, none of that. You just do whatever they say, their way. All right? That way you will live. You live to make it home. You understand?
Boom. Pause. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. How you have to have a different conversation with a black child, especially a male, but we know that it can happen to women too. It's happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you think about that because you mad younger than me. So with me already kind of knowing that we lived in the same house, but we do have two different life experiences, right? For the most part. So how do you feel hearing that with you growing up your whole life in a white neighborhood? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess I really didn't think nothing of anything like that until I was in high school. I want to say like sophomore-ish year, because I believe it was sophomore year when Trayvon Martin was killed. So I really didn't have any like kind of correlation or thought on that until that happened. So for me, it went from police officers are there to hurt you. Not hurt you. Are there to help you to, okay, well, anybody can think of you as, well, I guess because Trayvon Martin was killed by a neighbor, it doesn't really correlate. But then when the Black Lives Matter protests started to happen, and then start to really pay attention to all these like police brutality cases that are suddenly popping up every few weeks on your news feed. Because if you remember, or if y'all remember in like 2015, 16-ish, there was a string of like police murders, like back to back. It seemed like every few weeks there was a new like black person being killed by the police. So it was just like, dang, like you can't escape it. So it's constantly on your mind. So what my parents told me was, if a police officer pulls you over or stops you or whatever, you listen to them, you do what they say, but don't talk back. Now it's just like, do I need to be recording this? Do I need to have somebody like there with me to make sure I'm gonna like walk away from this situation? Or should I just sit there and do what my parents tell me to do? Now, if history has told us anything, it don't matter what the fuck you do, you could still end up in a casket 6 feet under.
Yeah. Because just like Philando, he got murdered in front of his daughter, who was 3 years old at the time. And he was just doing what he was asked. Exactly. He asked for the license and this and that, and he was going to get it, and he shot him. And he didn't get put in prison like he was supposed to. Now let my black ass go and shoot somebody. My podcast is going beyond. You start to become aware, of the things going on in your country, right? And then you look up these laws and you see this information. That's you see the information, just like how he was reading. Like, it's the law. The U.S. Supreme Court made it this way. La la la. But his father is right. It wasn't created for us, because in that same Constitution, we're not even considered full human beings. So we're still considered partially slave if you break the law. So those laws need to be rewritten, period.
And essentially, you are enslaved again when you break the law and you go to prison because they make you do all this labor, and you're making money, but you're not making no money.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's free slave labor.
It is.
So you can get fucking license plates and shit. Like,
yeah.
Nonsensical
They
shit.
do. They make petty shit.
Yeah. I think now, as a 25-year-old woman, I would, if I was to be pulled over by the police, I honestly couldn't even tell you what I would do. I guess I would have to comply, but at the same time, I'm vocalizing every move I make, because I'm not trying to have to be a hashtag. And I know that sounds like a cliche, which is sad to say that sounds like a cliche, but I don't want to be a hashtag, and I definitely don't want my sister, who goes so hard for all of these innocent Black lives, to have to deal with my innocent Black life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or definitely not my mom. She got this pacemaker, and Shorty definitely won't make it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
It's really hard to say what you can do now in 2021. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what else I think? Something that I can't remember who said it. It got to either be Dr. Boyce Watkins, Vicky Dillard, one of them, who mentioned that they're comfortable with re-showing these videos. It's kind of like, I don't know, not predictive programming, but it feels like almost some type of programming, because they play these videos over and over of the murders. And
I think it's desensitizing people.
That's the word I was looking for. It's desensitizing, and I feel like people are too comfortable with seeing us in pain and hurting, and our tears. And it feels almost like it's entertainment for the weirdos.
It's wild, because it's kind of like how, back in the G, nobody talked about murder. Shit was just like, oh, somebody was murdered, that's terrible. Now you get on Netflix and find 11 murder documentaries about the serial killer. So it's just like, they're desensitizing you to these crimes and these injustices.
Yeah.
Like, now, you can watch a documentary about any murderer, and you'd be like, dang, this nigga was ill, but you don't realize that there's whole victims out here that are being killed by this guy, and all you're so focused on is the story and the storyline and the killer. It's like entertainment, which is not cool.
It is. Okay, let's keep the movie pushing. We got a ways away. I can pause it all early, but they're making so many good points. Wow. Nice, huh? Hey, Katrina Bina.
Hey, girl.
Let me know if you can hear it.
This is what you get. It's well worth it, Anyone want their kids to go here.
Word.
No one dreams.
Good luck at Katrina.
Coming out of
Thank you.
Coming out custodian. I knew I had to do something to get him out of the situation he was in. Well, man, the opportunities here, and asked, how to get him in. First thing they said, you got to live here, have a job here. So I was starting $1 million, so that was going to happen.
Why do you think you stayed after a year and a half?
Why did I stay?
Yo, he a fine little janitor though. I would be hyped for him cleaning my hallway.
Can we talk about, if y'all are gonna watch this, I highly suggest watching it just to see this fitted shirt and the knowledge. But the fitted shirt.
Yes, it's nice and snug on that body, yaddy.
And the pants.
I'm seeing things.
Yes. Why he double cheeked up on a Tuesday afternoon?
Yes.
We know this is serious.
Yo, if this little baby right here, he was for the movement for real.
How are you and Link related?
We're brothers,
Ghost.
not blood. Well,
Oh, Ghost is fucked up.
They were war brothers.
overseas.
War brothers. Okay.
Or Lincoln actually brother. Just never met. Something else. Came up hard, but enough times. Before you get locked up. How old are you?
I'm 21.
When I was a little bit younger than you, I went into the Marines.
Served in the Middle East together.
We did.
Can you elaborate? It's kind of crazy how hard it is to get people to talk about it.
Real war heroes don't want to talk
Yeah,
about
you
the
have to
war.
live it to understand why.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, this shit was
You
terrible.
were in the hospital.
He said it was war. You heard him on the other scene.
It was not a fucking
Last
attack.
treatment was this morning.
Congrats, man.
I didn't say I beat it. I said it was the last treatment, first to last. I looked like shit. I feel like shit. I'm doing that again. Doctors say metastasize.
I know what it means.
What's metastasized?
So anyway, yeah,
I
I
guess I
figured
gotta
I lose
Google
my
that.
head.
We gotta Google.
This weight.
Sorry, y'all.
I ain't got no.
Anybody knows what that means? What? Wait. He said
Metastasize?
he look like shit, he feel like shit, but what did he say before that?
It was his last treatment.
What, cancer, you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming so, because that's like the only thing you really do get treatments for.
Let me see. I got to see.
Oh, I hope there's no images.
Metastasized definition. Okay, medical. Listen, from the spread of cancer cells from the place where they first formed to other parts of the body, and metastasis, cancer cells break away from the original tumor, travel through the blood or lymph, and a new tumor grows in other organs and tissues.
So essentially, the cancer spread and caused new tumors in the body, right?
Yeah, and it says in some situations, metastatic cancer can be cured, but most commonly, treatment does not cure the cancer, but doctors can treat it to slow its growth and reduce symptoms. It is possibly to live for many months or years with certain types of cancer, even after the development of the disease. Damn. Okay.
Wow.
So he went to war the whole 9, and now he's dealing with this.
What
I
is
just
that?
wanted to. It's what it is. Got it right here. What's it say?
It is what it is.
Don't you ever forget that it is what it is. All right, let's go.
Oh, you good, bro? I'll be back. Link, can you give a little background on what's happening to the camera?
Yeah, we're headed to the courthouse for the grand jury decision. And we're optimistic, and we hope it goes our way.
So we all know what's going to happen.
We know.
What do we want justice? What do we want now? What do we want justice? What do we want now? What do we want justice? What do we want now? What do we want justice? What do we want now? What do we want justice? What do we want now? What do we want justice?
We're here live outside the LA County Courthouse, where, as you can see behind me, both protesters and police supporters are waiting to see if Officer Mike Randall will be indicted on charges stemming from last year's shooting of 14-year-old Johnny Jefferson.
Damn, that reminds me of Tamir Dr. Blue. So they got the police protesting against them. Just trifling.
It just doesn't make sense to me how like motherfuckers is out here dying, and your automatic reaction was, "But the police."
Randall will be returning to service, effective immediately according to standard protocol in such cases.
It's still shocking every time.
Just tell me why. Please don't. So you're gonna shoot me? Is that what you're gonna use? Shoot me, right? Because I have a gun, right? Because I'm a threat, right? You coward! You have your hand in that bitch, you a coward!
Oh, Mom Duke's gonna put the balls on that dog. Ma, you what you say? You said she wouldn't?
You know she would.
Oh, she would have. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Damn, it's holes in the wall.
The announcement of a grand jury's decision not to indict San Francisco police officer Mike Randall in the shooting death of unarmed teen Kadani Jefferson was met with chaos on Tuesday night.
I be so happy when people fuck shit up. I do. I just be like, why don't y'all just ride on the police? Just ride on them.
Jefferson, need your help. Need your help.
Because if they did that shit, like they wasn't even riding on the police for the Breonna Taylor protest, and they were shooting rubber bullets and smoking them out. Like it's not. I mean, in theory, it's a good idea, but in reality, we don't know what would happen. Like they're outgunned and outmanned, like they said in Hamilton.
Yeah.
How you're feeling right
You have
now.
kids?
Yes, ma'am. 2 little girls.
I think breathing. You couldn't possibly imagine how I feel. You have no idea how I feel.
You're right.
I know.
Yes, ma'am. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm truly sorry for your loss. But we can't change the past. Fuck, man, fuck you. The fuck, man, you want to talk all this peace shit? So no one else get hurt. What the fuck was all that when y'all killed KJ, huh? Fuck, nigga. Look, young man, I'm gonna need you to calm down. I don't give a fuck. Don't young man me none of that shit. I don't give a fuck. You work in public service, motherfucker. Calm down. The fuck? Y'all see this, right?
Get the fuck out.
I'm here in my auntie house, right? I ain't got no gun, none of that. Just chilling in my auntie house, all right? Trying to have a normal conversation, and they want to kill me like they can.
Jaden, stop!
Y'all want to kill me right here in my auntie house? This is not Answer the question, huh? Answer the question, nigga. You want to kill me like you did my cousin? I'm trying to fix things. You see this picture right here, bro? 14 years old. That's my blood, bro. I understand. You lived your life. I understand. You lived your life already, old ass nigga. This is not going to help. This is my little cousin. This is not helping. Not helping.
I think they try to play the token. Oh, let's get the black officer in here. That shit kills me out when anything like this happens. Like you can't get your local black officer to try to, make it look like, oh, we're just trying to help. No, because just like the Nazis, y'all are just obeying orders, which and we all know how that went. Like absolutely nowhere.
They would have had to get the fuck up out my house. Like they would have had to get the. As a matter of fact, he wouldn't have been able to sit on my sofa. Number one,
wouldn't even walk through the door.
Number one, he would have sat right at that threshold
by the mailbox.
By the mailbox. As a matter of fact, your vehicle needs to be off my property. Let's start there. I need you to park on that street, bruh. You're not welcome. Like, period. Like, fuck out of here. Then gonna stand up and get mad, aggressive, like, whatever the fuck that bitch ass nigga just said. girl. And then oh my God, I be wanting to just bomb on niggas, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely understand.
Like, hey, you getting mad aggressive, you're already disrespectful. You first of all, you disrespectful with that weak ass fade and that hairline.
Girl, choppy.
Okay, number two, you mad disrespectful with that thick ass mustache.
Come
Okay.
on now.
Number three, you disrespectful with that 5 o'clock shadow. Number
Is
four,
that 5 o'clock shadow or just bad skin?
it looks like a nice blend of the both.
Mhm.
Okay, and that wrinkled ass uniform you got on. Like, I'm gonna need you to get the fuck up out of here with your Carl Winslow remix wanna be ass.
At least
Like,
Carl Winslow stood up for what was right. I saw if you're not Olivia Benson, Detective Stabler, Carl Winslow, I don't give a fuck about none of these police.
if you not Mike Larry or what's his partner name?
Oh girl, I don't remember.
But Mike Larry, fine. That's all you need to remember. If you ain't Mike Larry, then I ain't hear nothing you talking about. That's the only police officer I respect.
Girl.
Get out of here. What are you talking about? The only judge I respect is Uncle Phil, bitch. Fuck you talking about?
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Like, that's the only. The fuck are you talking about? Like, get out of here. The fuck?
And we also want to give major shouts out to T.I. and SVU too, because he be cracking a nigga up.
Who?
T.I. I mean, not T.I. Bitch, not T.I. Sorry.
Ice-T, bitch. They're not gonna give that hardened criminal and
Hell no.
allegedly rapist no
I didn't. Ice-T probably go to jail like a few times.
Well, they was hating on him because he didn't make the fucking police. Did he?
No, he was in NWA after Fuck the Police.
No, Ice-T was never in. That's Ice Cube. Ice-T had a song. Did he make the Fuck the Police? No, that was NWA, but he had a Fuck the Police song too. Now he playing the cop.
Girl, but he's there for comedic relief for real.
True.
He be
and to represent the black voice.
But like in these newer seasons,
A little sus.
We'll see.
Let's play the movie. We got a long way before they get on that gangster shit.
I ain't making no fucking statements. Fuck wrong with Jaden? Ain't doing none of that. Jaden. Bye, Uncle Tom. Stop. Weird ass nigga.
Sambo, now Uncle Tom.
As we all know, I lost my son over a year ago. I had to bury my only son. Now, we did not get the indictment that we hoped for, and justice was not served yet. All we want is peace. That's all we want. We need to stop the rioting, and we need to stop the violence.
Let's check his ass.
So, right, real quick. So, I don't want to wish shit on any of us. I'm gonna put it on myself. So I'm gonna say this. I don't know. I felt like, especially after the Breonna Taylor, because that Breonna Taylor, it hurt so bad it was numb. Because before that happened, that's how my mind thought. That's why I was scared to live by myself. Like, especially with the Atiana Jefferson. And I always was afraid, like, what if I'm here by myself? And I would just think it, like, what if I'm here by myself? Some police officer just kick in my door, like they did the lady in Chicago. She coming home from a hard day at work. She a social worker, and she getting in the shower butt naked. And the next thing you know, they kicking in the door and putting cuffs on her, butt ass naked. Didn't even have the decency to allow her to put on a robe, some sweatpants, a t-shirt, some drawers, some socks, anything, right? So I was thinking about that because with the Breonna Taylor and how long they was talking, and that coon ass DA that they had.
We don't speak his name. He's not worth it.
He's not worth it. Plus, he's married to a white bitch that's affiliated with a motherfucking cracker, a motherfucking racist. You know what I'm saying? So you extra can't trust him, right?
I mean,
so I was like,
we should know we couldn't trust him when he got his haircut at Supercuts. Let's be honest. Not even a real one of those.
Yo, because he can't come to the hood.
No.
He can't get that fresh ill fade line up.
And even if they let him in that barbershop, I guarantee you, I bet money they will fuck his shit up on purpose, and they gonna spray his head extra hard with alcohol.
And then somebody gonna put pause on him. What was I gonna say? With that shit, well, I was thinking, like, I was having a conversation with somebody. I was like, just take the money, because the pattern of everything is the officer is gonna get away with it. So I was just like, just take the money and ball in my name and tell them bitches to suck your motherfucking dick every chance you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, every chance you get, every chance, every opportunity, and that, because I mean, it seems like that's what it is. It seems like those are the choices and conversations we need to have. Like that. That's my decision. Like, yeah, fight, protest. You know what I'm saying? But don't be pulling no. What's that fool's name that got murdered by that white bitch? Amber Geiger.
But wasn't he at his house?
He was in his house, but what was his stupid ass brother's name? Who talking about I just want to give her a hug.
I don't remember his name, but clearly it wasn't worth it.
John Botham, Gene Botham.
Oh yeah, I think it was like Gene Botham.
Botham
Like
Gene
that.
Or something like that. That fool with his weak ass brother, his weak ass mama. Now they're gonna go back, and they can't do shit now because they pulled that Sambo ass shit in the courtroom, and all that fuck shit that was going on in the court. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now here it is. She's appealing the shit, and they can't really do shit because they was so supportive of the police officer. I don't want her to get 10 years, or I don't want her to serve all that time. Bitch,
what do you mean? Like,
if somebody come on that cool shit about me, I don't give a fuck with my own mama. If you come in talking about you forgive the motherfuckers who killed me, talking about on that Jesus do shit, stay the fuck. Don't come visit me. Don't commemorate me. Don't do none of that shit about me. If you out your one mouth, whole I love her and I miss her and la 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 type shit, and then out the side of your neck talking about you forgive the motherfucker who did the shit to me, I'ma haunt you. I'm gonna try to do what I can, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Don't commemorate me. Don't talk about me. Don't post nothing about me. I don't give a fuck about what no Bible say. I don't give a fuck about what no Quran say. I don't give a fuck about what no Torah say. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If a motherfucker take my life and I'm mad innocent, I don't give a fuck. Like, I would verbalize it this way. Try your best to release the anger. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And take the dough, because we know they ain't gonna do shit. So take the millions. Try to get as much millions as you can. Okay? Put my ashes out in Santa Monica Bay with my dad, and keep it pushing, and be like, fuck the police the whole time. But don't be sitting up there hugging them bitches in court. Try to get them bitches to fry. And I'll see them in hell, because that's probably where I'm going to go. And I'll be right there waiting.
Ready to square up.
Bitch. Ready to square up. Because like Lady Gaga said, it isn't hell if everybody knows your name. I'm just saying, I've got a whole bunch of friends I'm going to see. Mm-hmm. But anyway. That's bad. Okay. Sorry, guys.
I'm going to be right there with you.
Like, hey, I already knew I was doomed. I was turning up.
I knew I was doomed at the ripe old age of 21.
Okay. I guess it's over for me. Okay.
Send a lot of money.
People want answers. People mad as hell. They ready to tear shit up. The first thing they do, they put the mom on the TV. That's the way they figure. Mother ain't ready to see shit burn down. Anyone else is diabolical.
Mm. Who said something? Katrina Bina. You was talking about them subliminals.
Shit. It ain't for nothing, bro.
Okay, so they showing him as a baby. He was a little baby as a kid down at the ocean. Doing a play, I think. He must be Barack Obama. He's in his room, just remembering him. Oh, that shit's about to make me cry. Oh shit, that shit got me.
House. Tayana's filing a petition to get these chief dismissed. Petition. Sometimes those things work if enough people sign them, right? Where are we now? At a friend's house. I gotta pick something. You got your license on you, right? Yeah, of course. At least we'll get downtown. A little off. Sit in the back, get some fresh air. Yeah, I can drive. Yeah, you don't mind? No, I can drive. Kyle, you can sit up front if you want.
Us.
Right.
Maybe he's gonna go get ours. No.
I'm a cut. I need a
I
better
would drive. If I was smoking weed, I would just drive.
The trailer alone already let me know. Let's my fam though. Like if it's me, take the dog. But if it's somebody else, I'm riding like that. Period.com from the trailer. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding. I'm gonna go out in the blaze, and hopefully that'll get me in the heaven's gates for doing the right thing. Eye for an eye, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Oh, she got the officer. Link went and got the J. Link went and got the J.
The coon J.
He got the coon J. Link went to the coon J's house and pulled up on that nigga. Now he got his army buddies, Marine buddies, and they putting on vests. They get strapped up. And he got the college kids in the car. They spook.
What are you doing? Huh? We're going to make a documentary, right? When I say this, because I'm only going to say it once.
I would have had to sock her though for being a snitch.
Yeah, girl, like, why the fuck would you call the police? How do you take this whole
You
situation
see this
further?
whole story, and this retarded ass bitch go sit up there and try to call the police. And then go, put her out as bait.
See, I forgot to watch the trailer, I'm not gonna lie. But now that I'm watching this, I thought this was just about to be like a documentary about, you know, like a innocent black boy being killed.
Oh, do you really want to get up in some gangster shit? Do you really want to get up in some gangster
Oh
shit?
my god, the turntables!
Hold on. Yes, they get into it immediately. Hold up.
Girl.
Bitch, it wasn't no pause. It wasn't no leader.
Literally, the scene changed and it was, so you were sure. He said, oh, you shoot, I shoot. That.
Him and his partner. I'm gonna show y'all. Shit. Here they go. They ride. There's Ghost. He gonna forever be Ghost. Okay. Now. They like that bitch on my. And they familiar with this. They know what war is.
One more shot, I'm gonna shoot your captain. Captain Morris in his head. It's key. Stop shooting. Captain, what the fuck is going on? Captain, what do we do?
Okay, y'all, real quick. When we was roasting this old fake ass, what do we call him? Carl Renzo remix.
Yeah.
He got potholes in his face.
Bro, niggas, pour so big you could eat like 15 bowls of soup out of them hoes.
Hey, I thought it was 5 o'clock shadow. He got them holes in his face.
That's disgusting.
That is nasty. I told you that thick
Fucking
ass.
disgusting.
That thick ass. Oh, let's get back into gangster shit. That thick ass mustache is suspect in that wrinkled ass suit.
That's what we're gonna do. You wanna see his hand? I wanna see your hands.
Oh shit! I want a Marine now.
Okay. Hands.
I want a Marine.
Marines have tempers.
Maybe not a Marine. But he got to be thuggish from his phone now.
So are them college kids gonna be like accessories?
So the kids is ducked. The college kids is ducked behind the chairs. They spook. They got the other kid recording. Oh look, they got the Malcolm X. Did you catch that Malcolm X team?
No.
Did you catch that Malcolm X? I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the Malcolm X. Look, they scared. The other cops is pulling up in their cruisers. It's on the news in a hostage crisis. Did they show it? Got it. Got it. This is a classic Malcolm X image when I think that was after his house got burned down. He had two assassination attempts, assassination attempts. Which he believed was for the Nation of Islam. But anyway, that image is forever ingrained in Black history forever. Because you know that image of a Black man protecting his home. So he's looking out the window. He's looking out the window, watching the other cruisers pull up. Okay, let's get back in the. Oh, I thought it was on the computer. Let's get back in the movie, y'all. Hold on. I hope y'all can hear all of this. Even if they don't monetize this one, I'm leaving it up. Shit, it ain't like they trying to watch this growing. Moving the Anchor. Heads up, I'm moving to Anchor and Patreon. So now they got the police lined up. They stripping them down, stripped them of all their guns. Oh, he's mad. He's spitting. The pig. And they on some ill military shit. Like all his partners is legit squatted up, moving on code. So now they're in the interrogation room and they have the officer who murdered his son for nothing. And now he's facing off with him right now. And he spoke.
He's scarred. He looks so fucking young. Like, why does it only take 6 weeks to become a cop? Like, make it make sense. That's probably why niggas is out here dying. It takes longer to
Hold on.
Pull out the trigger. You mean to kill him?
Oh, put the gat on the table, y'all.
Like, are you afraid?
Huh, bitch?
Answer the question, cracker.
Think about you. You don't want to die. But how you do?
Just bossing.
Answer me, motherfucker.
Shoot him in the knee.
This won't fix it.
Slap him for talking.
Don't make it worse.
Put two in him and pistol with him. Is this bad? Okay, no.
I don't necessarily say bad. But what I would say is, shit, if I got no justice and it's like the 50-11th time that another black boy has been killed, shit, you gotta do what you gotta do. What did Tommy say? A baby gotta do what a baby gotta do.
Oh, he got him handcuffed to the table. He got him handcuffed to the table.
That's how it's smart.
Heavily armed men have stormed the San Francisco Police Department, taking hostage at least a dozen police officers. As you can see, SWAT has arrived and are taking positions as rampant confusion spreads surrounding the identity and motives of the suspects involved.
There's Snitchy McGee.
That's why her ends are damaged. You could tell she just got out of her I want to be white phase.
You could tell. You could tell.
Crazy in there, brother. Trying to get you on the line, you know?
Look at Ghost always thinking. That's a fine motherfucker.
He is fine.
I mean, fine.
Fine.
His wife is so beautiful. She almost looks like a dude. Like she
In
got
real
sharp.
life?
Yeah, she got real sharp features. That's all. In certain angles, she kind of looks like a guy with that short haircut. She got that I got a biracial kid haircut.
Oh, is his wife white?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
But she's for the shit, so she's approved. Ish.
Is her kid's name Jaden?
No, yeah, they got them ill weird ass, you know, mixed names.
I want my son. You're not hearing me. You're asking me.
Ho.
I'm in charge. Jefferson. Father of Kajani Jefferson. No black boy who was killed. Officer Michael Randall last year, July 3rd.
Third, damn.
I said everyone's fine. I want my son. 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 You're not hearing me. You're asking me questions. You're not hearing me. You ask me what I want. I want my son. Okay? So call me when you can bring me that. All right?
He's military though, so this gonna be a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, you know what I mean? Damn, I need a military man. I better get extra fit. I'm gonna get extra fit.
I don't know. Have you seen those army wives?
Why? They on soul?
No, they just
Busty? Dusty?
no.
Crusty?
I don't
Bad?
think it matters if you're
It might be upside.
skinny or whatever.
They
The
got
motherfuckers don't fuck with you. They're gonna fuck with you.
You've said that before.
Happy
What are we
for
supposed to
you.
do? Just wait up here until we start
Well,
executing people? I don't think that's what he wants.
Well, no.
Well, we're hostages, and I don't think he's planning on letting us go every time.
Well, technically, they're hostages and we're the film crew. Let's just do what he says. Film what he wants us to film. You backing up to
Is
the
he
garage?
white with braids, or is he Hispanic?
He's mixed.
To that car, okay? Look, if it gets cut off, we'll figure it out.
What is it? What is that?
He got that Anthony Ramirez.
Hold on.
We're here. Let's just get it.
She's a traitor. I don't like her. Lock her up to where she can't talk no more. Mom Duke's called. His mama. Not his mom, the kid's mom. Oh, we down to the robot.
I know what you want to say.
Oh, somebody came back.
Are you okay? Is anybody hurt? Are you okay? Okay, well, it's all over social media.
Let me know if y'all can hear.
Stay up. I mentioned your name here, but it's just a matter of time, baby. If you just give up now.
I'm not.
Listen, you are all I have that connects me to KJ.
Somebody's got to pay for what they did to him. All right?
I know.
What they did to our son. Why we got to do it peacefully?
I'm tired of
Why
that.
are we the only people in this country that are expected to do things without violence? You know what white people do when they're crossed? They kill people. They don't march. They don't do protests.
They go in the Capitol. But that
They
wasn't.
don't ask no questions.
they react.
We all know the police
I'm
complaint.
certain I know. I know how it goes. For everybody except us. The only people look at me like to take it on the cheek and take it on the other cheek and then walk it off. You have to stay alive. Me, baby.
Well, so he could just be in prison miserable?
Girl, y'all not even together. So what's wrong? She wants to be in that prison.
Back home.
He ain't coming home, no, bitch. It's over. He black. He done rolled on the whole police station. Bitch, you stupid. She's not even thinking.
We'll figure it out. We can work through this together. Me and you, we can. Okay? So just promise me that you'll make it through this. That you will make it through this. And that you'll stay alive. No matter what, Lincoln. Promise me. Diane?
What the hell?
You shut down the signal. Yourself. And the hard hero. It's not too late to find a way out of it. When you're angry, when you feel justice wasn't served. You wanted to try together. You can't change that now. That you failed.
Ho, 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 ho. I'm stuck on the part that they tapped into the phone.
Yeah, they have access to all that shit.
So, like I said on that other video, bitch, you gonna have to page me here in a minute. And I mean that.
Page you.
Yeah, you gonna have to page me. Yeah, you gonna have to page me like it's 1989. I've been paging you all day. I wasn't able to get to a phone. I saw your page. I am. I'm getting a pager. And one of them ill-ass, corny-ass phones. One of them no G's. It ain't no 1G, 2G, 3G. It's no G's, bitch. Whatever it was before that shit was happening. Yes. Be Googling my life. Use somebody else's phone.
Round everyone up. Right here in the main hall. All right? Cops first. The locker to them desks over there.
Well, these are some tough, buff dudes. So they moving the tables. They organizing everything. It looks like they're creating barricades. And they have the Jakes zip tied, handcuffed. They're zip tying them now. And they're locking them to the desks. And it's police in the middle.
For those of you who know why I'm here, you know what I've lost. You know, because of flaws in our system, justice was not served. Today we make that right. Today, Officer Michael Randall will be tried for the murder of my son, Johnny Jefferson. What? Absolutely not. Sit down.
Whoa, I'm turned on.
They may not live to
Facts will be
see
presented.
that story.
Evidence will be considered. The verdict.
Hold on. Can we talk about that? Seeing these black men right on these jakes like this, I am turned on. Like, click on, ready, Zaddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, your girl is ready, okay? They could come down these steps and I got to do something. I'm busy.
I gotta handle my business.
I gotta handle my business right now because a real man just walked through the door. Oh my goodness. Now that's sexy. I'm sorry. That's sexy.
The court already so the court spoke for him. Didn't speak for my son.
Oh.
How much you got?
We'll tell the story of tonight.
Let him loose. He's coming with us.
There's this one guy in here who's
Wait, what happened? What happened? Hold on. What you said?
Jimmy works processing computers. Let him loose. He's coming with us.
No, what was you about to say?
I swear there's this one guy who plays a cop in here. I swear he's been a cop in everything he's ever played in.
For real?
He looks like one of the niggas that just plays a general cop.
He be one of the cops in the background on Law and Order. Damn, did Mama turn on the air?
It's hot, then you're cold, and it's just in your nose.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Calm down. Are you fucking insane? You're gonna let these motherfuckers out? Relax. Nonviolent offenders. Trust me, you're gonna want to be nice to them. Oh, you lost your fucking mind. Oh, we got a janitor, we got secretaries, we got a clerk. What is it?
Just hear me. You take it.
Lady. All right.
You got the jury.
Murder. Fuck you. They catch you. And guess what the alternative is?
I would say RIP, but I don't mean it.
This is your jury.
I'm gonna just say dude.
Look at 'em. These
I'd
are the
say
people
so.
that will be deciders of your fate. Listen to your story, hear from others who were involved in the shooting, and they'll deliberate.
One of
For
those
some reason,
prisoners
they
who
find
got
a
my ex.
shadow of doubt,
With short hair.
free man, and free man. Captain.
Your captain zip tied to a desk. He can't tell you shit.
Captain ain't saying nothing
No
though.
officers. Not one officer on the jury.
Oh, that sounds real familiar, huh?
How does it feel, son?
So I take it you're the prosecutor. I'm the only one who can speak for my son, yeah. So who defends him? Sounds like you already volunteered. We'll play your game. For now.
Oh snap. Okay. I hope y'all can hear this. So let's set the scene right quick. Okay. I mean, hopefully y'all can hear. So basically he selected people who were in the precinct, I guess. Got a clerk, you got a secretary, a lady paying a parking ticket, and somebody else. So that's gonna be the drawer. That he got the nonviolent inmates, they on one side, and the inmates are the drawer, right? No.
No. The inmates and the non cop people are all jury.
And then the inmates are what? Oh, they're all in.
They're all jury because they have 12 jurors now.
Oh, right. So you got the inmates and the people, and he's the prosecutor.
Yeah, and how's he gonna say there's no peers when they're like, there's like a white girl right there. She looked like a Karen.
And there's the other white girl too.
She came to pay her parking ticket, but she could be one of those modern feminist type.
She gives me that vibe.
Yeah. She's the crop top's giving me the energy.
She looked like she started off like all lives matter, and then was like, "Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a better white person."
Yeah,
type
it
girl.
looks like she's one of those girls who educated herself.
She educated herself because she got a black friend that she actually really cares about and likes, and so she heard the explanation. And she was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know I was fucking up," but she meant it though.
Or she had a black best friend back in like elementary school, and then she sees her posting all this stuff, and then she actually read the article.
On some Moesha shit. Shit. When Moesha had that white best friend. When it was fine, it was that fine dude from that whatever that 90s show was.
All of the 90s shows?
All the white boys was fine though.
Bro, that's a different breed of white boy.
That's a different breed of white boy. But So yeah, so they got that. Captain can't do nothing, and then the other Jake who was talking all that yam volunteered to be his what is that called, a DA, his
I think his defense attorney.
defense attorney. Yeah. So here we go. They deliberating, right? Is that the term?
Anyone ever serve on a jury?
I was a foreman.
Okay, good. Well,
She's a
I need your help.
yeah.
Through the process. Okay. Look, I know you didn't ask for this. Sorry to put it on you, but
Isn't she the girl from the Drive Time commercials?
No, she's the girl from Mad TV who was like,
those
Oh
Hold on.
yeah.
"Can I get your number?"
Uh-uh.
what happens to a cop?
Okay, let's hit it back. Hold on.
You're gonna have to
Hold on. Wait. Pause. Braids. Why does it say braids?
Maybe it says with braids.
Look though, y'all. I don't know how I peeped that, but look, I be looking in the backgrounds for shit. But look though, why it say braids right there? Is that a subliminal? Like
Maybe.
sisters, stay natural.
Amen.
Okay.
While this is paused, I should go to the
That I gotta use it.
Now that we're like at the halfway point of this movie, we're gonna take a quick bathroom break. We'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, she running my show now. Guess who's back in the house? What?
Guess who's back in the house? Heels click back and about. That's all I know because I haven't heard all of that RuPaul song.
So, where we left off is we got a jury, right? Tell about the jury, Pooh.
We got a jury full of what are the non-violent offenders and like people who just regular folk who just happen to be in the police building. So like secretaries, all that shit, and then some girl who came to pay a parking ticket, and then a murderer cop, which who can tell which one is which? Who murderer cop was like, "There's no peers here," and then he was like, "Well, welcome to my world." But clearly, there's white people there, and
he was like, "There's no officers there. There's not. That's not the peers.
Who cares?"
He said, "Welcome to my world," because they ain't no black folks on that jury.
Nah, hardly ever do you ever see black people on the jury,
ever,
especially on cases like this.
So the dude having all that good yam ended up volunteering himself to be his defense.
Yep.
So now they went to another room to deliberate, and that's where we left off. So I went back a little bit into that after the break, when we was on the break, and then I watched a little bit ahead on y'all. So I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, she did us like that.
She did. I did y'all like that.
I'm the only one who can speak for my son. Yeah. I defend him.
That's the nigga who I said plays every cop in every
season.
Look, hold on. The DA, that nigga right there.
For now.
Doesn't he look like he's been a cop in a lot of stuff?
It looked like that's what he liked to do.
He looked like one of the cops in 7 Seconds, I swear.
That's scratching. Okay.
Okay. Anyone serve on a jury?
I was a foreman.
Okay, good. Well,
oh, and can I get your number?
Yeah, can I get your number? Is on there.
Sorry to put it on you.
Next
several hours.
Huh?
It looked like hers though, don't it? It is.
You're gonna have to vote.
We used to stand better.
Not mine right now. It's been a long time.
All of us vote on what happens to a cop. Be fair.
I don't know what this is. Did I cut that on accident?
Oh, the shit I done seen. The
okay, wait. We supposed to be paying attention to the movie.
You're gonna have to vote. And those votes will. For real, bro.
He's talking to the inmate.
All of us vote on what happens to a cop.
But they're nonviolent offenders.
You know all the shit I done seen the cops do? All the shit they done put me through? I'll try. It's good enough. Everyone else?
What are you going to do to him if it's decided he was in the wrong?
That's one of the jury.
I don't know yet. Do you all think you can be fair and impartial regardless of the consequences? The real question, my brother, is will you go all the way with the consequence if we do?
Of course, he's a Muslim. He was thinking, but he didn't get no answer. He probably gave the answer, but we just wasn't privy to it. Okay, so the military's creeping up on those fools right now.
Driver for his license and registration. He proceeded to pull the documentation from his glove box and handed me an insurance card that I could see was expired. He asked to look again for another copy of the card, but being dark, I feared for the safety of myself and my partner, so I pulled him from the vehicle and attempted to retrieve the active document myself.
When you previously told the story, and this time too, you said you were given a card that was expired. I saw gave the idea to the general public that the car was uninsured.
Unfortunately, sir, I don't control what the general public thinks.
But you remember me saying repeatedly the car was insured.
Yes, but when
you did not give me an opportunity to recheck the glove box.
No, and I've told you why.
After the shooting, did they find out the car was insured?
Yes, I believe they did. It was.
That alone probably was to make him just blab everybody in the room. That alone, because that goddamn car insurance was too goddamn high.
That part.
Okay.
I used to pay car insurance.
Oh, helicopters is coming.
In your own words, what happened that night in July? Start from the beginning.
We were driving southbound on Virginia Avenue. It's after 15. Officer Hollander and myself saw the white Civic cross the intersection at an elevated speed. Upon pulling over the vehicle, Officer Hollander called in to request backup. After directing the car to the side, we approached the car to find the black mouse. You and the deceased, Johnny.
That's his name.
And then we
No, you approached the car to find me and Kajani Jefferson. Say it with his name.
We approached the car to find you and Jefferson seated in the driver's side and passenger respectively.
From where?
The passenger side.
Close to Kajani?
Yes. The driver then provided an expired insurance card. There was a small altercation around whether the car was indeed insured. It was at that time Hollander asked him to exit the car.
And then what?
He sounds like
Hollander proceeded to search the driver. And that's when Johnny's hands reached out of my sight.
You pulled your gun.
Yes. You don't know what someone could have underneath their seat.
Do you remember me saying repeatedly, when we reached past my 14-year-old son?
Yes, but a 14-year-old could still be grabbing for a gun. No, it was his phone.
So you put your gun away.
We're taught not to de-escalate. Once the gun is drawn, it's drawn. For safety.
stupid.
For whose safety?
Is that a real rule?
That's what we're taught.
And then what happened?
Wait, I'm confused. He said if a gun is drawn, then that's when they. But there wasn't no gun drawn, so
No, he's talking about if a police officer draws his gun, they're taught not to de-escalate. Like once a gun is drawn, it's drawn. Like their gun, the police officer.
once they all.
But like that's why would you teach somebody to be like, oh, my gun's out. It's time to fucking either shoot or what the fuck. Or
So they taught once you pull your gun out and ain't no putting it back. In short, is in layman's terms.
in layman's terms,
So once the police pull his gun, it's over for your ass, basically.
essentially.
You know what I'm saying?
How can you not?
But that is retarded.
But you can de-escalate an entire situation. You know what I'm saying?
So why would
if
you
talk
do
somebody
that?
down, just like you would talk somebody down off a fucking ledge.
No, you on the ledge. Might as well jump.
Essentially, is that what they're saying?
That I think that's what I heard, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Because I just wanted to make sure I wasn't, hearing that wrong, and I cannot appreciate that. That's fucking stupid as fuck.
Girl.
That's stupid as fuck. So we really can't trust these motherfuckers at all.
They really need to do this.
And they be ready to pull they gas. And hey, what happened to Cops and Robbers? Y'all remember that game? When the police had to chase the bad guy?
Yup.
Now they just, and they don't even be bad guys, they just blasting niggas. Okay, hold on.
Johnny, out of the car.
Put it down! I have a right to feel. Exit the car! Put your hands in the air! Put the phone down! I can feel it! The phone! It's a cell phone! It's just a cell phone. Easy. It's just a... I need you to put the phone away. Put the phone away and sit on the car.
He's unarmed, okay? He's just a...
Put the phone away. Put the phone away. Now! Put the phone away. Now!
The shots. What happened?
I got in my car and went to my house.
Your house.
protocol. We're shooting. Go home. Furious to ride. Okay. You said the suspect sped through the intersection. Yes. Still saying I was speeding. Clock him? No, we didn't clock him, but you could tell he was at a higher speed than what was supposed to. If they weren't speeding, would you have pulled them over? No. So if the driver had the proper insurance card, what would happen? Johnny Jefferson might be alive today. What kind of bullshit justification is that? Seriously?
Are you a lawyer?
Since
No.
when did you
Why would you
see-
offer to be defense?
The only job that they have is to
Whoa,
keep
whoa,
their
whoa.
you're not in control.
Whoa.
Right.
Did you hear?
Proper
Did you
insurance
turn?
card? What would happen?
Okay, let's pause that there. Damn, and I couldn't pause.
Johnny Jefferson
I'm sorry, it's pissing me off.
might be alive.
Okay, so anyway. Because I was mad. I'm mad at what he just said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
essentially
I'm
what-
mad at this.
Essentially, what the DA was saying is, if you didn't look like you was speeding, your son would be alive. If you didn't have pull the wrong insurance card out of your glove box, your son would be alive. Why would he put himself up in for a situation he's not prepared for? Because even me on the other side of the screen is like, I'm straight about to call this nigga out on some bullshit. Like, that's not even a defense.
At all.
Essentially, you set this nigga up for failure now.
And then it's like, okay, he's like, oh shit, I didn't even offer nothing. This disrespectful. So I'm like this. No, okay. So okay. So bitch, I'm so grumpy. I don't even know what the fuck to say. What a fuckhead.
Essentially.
What a fuckhead. So you just gonna simplify it like that? So you definitely 100% racist. You heard all of that, and you still mad. You still don't give a fuck. You still trying to make your point. You still trying to be on some ill shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How do you sit up there, sit through all of that, and still on the bullshit? Yo, let's listen to the rest.
What kind of bullshit justification is that?
That's the inmate asking.
Since when did jury members speak? The only job that they have is to keep their mouth shut. Guess what? You're not in control. But there's a reason why courts do things the way they do. How's that working out for us? Anyone who wants to speak, feel free to speak. In this process, everyone who wants a voice will have.
Are you allowed to pull someone over for speeding without knowing their actual speed?
An officer can use judgment. What is the law? What do you No, we don't. See, nobody knows what our job is like. 24/7. Get the bad guys. And we can all sit here and pretend all we want that
Why are you talking about
that all the blacks
submarines?
that get killed are killed by police. And that they're all unarmed. And that they're all good people. And that they're all just, I don't know, that the cops are the only ones running around trying to kill them. But it's not true. Couldn't be further from the truth. Everyone knows the statistics on black crime. How many blacks are killed in a year by other blacks? They don't put those numbers in the news.
You had the statistics on whites killing whites in a year, or Chinese killing Chinese.
Whites and the Chinese aren't the ones cramming the prison system.
They also weren't the ones brought over here like property.
Hundreds of years ago. And what does that have to do with anything that we're talking about?
You don't find it interesting that the people brought over here in chains are still in chains?
No.
Run the facts. Somebody,
Okay.
please. Run the
The
facts.
slavery
Run the
thing
facts.
is a fucking cop-out. It happened. Get over it. It ain't my job to make sense of it. It's my job. It's our job to get the bad people off the street. Black, white, whatever color.
Systematic violence and terror aimed at one group of people. Just said it over. Would you say that about the Holocaust?
Never.
Women's rights?
It's not the same.
Those are different.
Women's rights is not equal to what the fuck we're talking about. Well,
Military,
yeah, it is.
on the force, supporting my side. I'm a cop, and I dare anyone in here question my loyalty to that. I am also a woman. I a Latina woman at that, so I know how things in the past affect things happening now.
I can see that. You know, for women.
I hate when they group other
Definitely
shit with black
hard.
shit. I do, but she had a point.
Why is it so hard for you to empathize with black people? Because you guys make it hard. That's more of that racist shit right there. No, that's the fucking problem. That's the problem in this country. Anytime someone speaks the truth, they're labeled a racist. Let me tell you something. The KKK is racist. Nazis are racist.
So the only people that can be racist are those that are in the KKK or the Nazis. Anybody else by default is cool.
I mean, like, fuck, even right now, I feel like I might say the wrong thing. And I'm not racist. I know that. I don't see color. You colorblind? You know what I mean. All right, what did you say? You said you're colorblind. I mean, I don't treat people differently based on the color of their skin. Any one of these guys will tell you that. I've had partners of all colors. And you know, frankly, I haven't met many racist cops. We have a black captain, for Christ's sakes.
Meaning what?
Meaning that it's fucking impossible for us to be racist.
Impossible? That's like saying it's impossible to be sexist because you're married to a woman. Programming is programming. When a person...
Wait. This is what I wanted them to run back. What I wanted somebody to speak on, because when he said, we was the ones that was brought here and changed, right? And can't you see we still in the word? Yeah. Okay. And from that point, when the cop said whatever, from that point, what I wish was interjected was slave patrol, police stemmed from slave patrol. The badges are literally identical. Period. I don't want to go into that now, but I'll do a video about that. The badges are identical. Go to your other tab, look up a picture, and look at the badges. It literally is slave patrol. And I think one of the first precincts in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, as a matter of fact, and this is what, Jim Crow era? So, you know, we had to be in the house before dark. We had all these laws implemented affecting us that, like, just stupid shit. You gotta be in the house by dark. Or if you did like stupid shit, I can't think of anything right now, but they made up so many fucked up laws where you basically sneezed the wrong way, you was getting pulled over. And at that time, people was getting hung every day. All day, every day, all day, every day, getting hung for trees. We still getting hung from trees every day.
And if
To
you
this day.
watch Lovecraft Country, you will see that. And like, there was a scene in a sundown town where
Sundown Town, yeah, that's what it is.
Where a police officer literally chased them to the border as the sun was literally going down in a matter of literally like 2 minutes, just so he could like get them and like harass them and probably either beat them the fuck up
or murder them.
Or
they was trying to kill them because a lot of them was mad about slavery being over and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted to go back to them times. You know what I'm saying? And they was just so accustomed of living off of black labor. So, and I think that's another point that I was trying to make upstairs earlier today. Like, you know, some of our elders kind of feel like, you know, well, we just got to get over it. And, you know, when we mention agenda and systematic, we're called conspiracy theorists. We call all these things, but it's so fucked up. It's like, okay, we're in the era of information. So you and I both know what the fuck I'm talking about is real. You choosing to not acknowledge it is what what makes shit harder than what it is. And that's what I meant by our generation, my generation, your generation, right? Our generation is not, we're picking up from the revolutionaries and taking it from there, right? That's what we're trying to do. And how I do it is just by, you know, learning and we learning together and me presenting that journey, right? So, but where they fucked up is where they fucked up, and what we gotta have the courage to say is, you know, I'm not gonna come to nobody in our family and just be like, where you fucked up in the movement is, right? Because I can't do to that sacrifice, honoring that sacrifice. I haven't gone through, you know, I mean, well, shit. I mean, it's kind of the damn same. But I could go in any store I want to. I could wear my fro at work. I could dress up like Wakanda for, whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I could go in there with African garb the whole nine, and ain't a nut that a motherfucker could do in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I do that on purpose, period. For my aunties, for our parents, for our grandmothers who was forced to wear their hair like this. You know what I'm saying? Who was forced to, was unable to wear the natural hair that grows out of their head because it was seen as uncouth, it was seen as untamed, it was seen as dirty, it was seen as gross. You know what I'm saying? So, stemming off the back of that, I just really wish he would have interjected that part. Now, bringing it back to the movie, because we could go on and on and on. It's these webs that are shot out. You know what I'm saying? And, and I think that people really need to acknowledge that. And I think that our generation really ain't going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to get on we're acknowledging the past, like, like bringing it to money and building shit. Like even our own family is trying to do that, right? So we're trying to build our own Black Wall Street. We're trying to build our own Central Ave based out of Los Angeles. We're trying to build our out in Florida. They made a movie about it, but they had their own Black communities where they had their own everything, but like not they had their own Greyhound, not no little two niggas driving the bus and dropping y'all, like fleets of buses, fleets of cabs. You know what I'm saying? Like booming ass restaurants, like the Harlem Renaissance, like during them times. Because during them sundown times and shit like that, we was forced to be, because we wasn't allowed anywhere. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, in a sense, I'm kind of like, I'm not for the integration or like that, because I feel like it fucked us up. And I think that once that was in place, our parents, right, and they mamas was like, well, shit, we going to the burbs now. We straight. We go to the burbs. We could go wherever we want to go. So now we good. No, we not good. We not good, because with that, those systems was already set up. I'm going off on a tangent, but what I mean is like the housing, the redlining and the housing. First, them suburbs, the Black folks wasn't allowed in them areas. You know what I'm saying? And those generations was passing those properties, the wealth, onto their families. Meanwhile, we're just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt go. You know what I'm saying? We on that struggle bus. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the Black families were more connected and together. And then it kind of has this trickling effect, because it's those redlinings, and they're living in these red line areas, which are, where it's run down. So you're susceptible to back in the day, they used to fight against, cigarettes and alcohol, because they like it's dumbing it down. And the revolutionaries then seen that shit. But we drinking 40s and turning up with the niggas and shit like that, not recognizing, because even myself, I didn't see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still coming into that consciousness today. You know what I'm saying? So coming into the consciousness of recognizing the ramifications behind what the fuck they were saying. That's why they didn't want the liquor stores in the Black neighborhoods and shit like that, because then it made them more susceptible to like crack. We all know, that our government was affiliated with that shit and putting the drug. Just research the story of Freeway Ricky Ross alone, okay, in itself. You know what I'm saying? Watch NiiiiGhT City. Watch NiiiiGhT City. Watch Deep Cover. Watch the movie.
There's a whole documentary on Netflix about the cocaine. And it just came out. Check it out, because I watched it. I knew a lot of that, some of that stuff. I didn't know a lot of that stuff, but some of that shit was just like, what the fuck?
And yes, that shit did affect white folks too. Like addiction and those problems don't got no color. I know that. I'm talking about
That's
our
a
black
heritage.
business. We talking about our black business. We got shit to do. We got work to do. So you handle your shit over there, right? Okay, you go get with your peoples and I'm gonna get with mine. And that's just how I feel. I'm a human being. I could pull out and see the bigger shit too. But day to day, we got shit to do as a collective, as a community, because we're affected from our appearance and at all levels. You know what I'm saying? But bringing it back to the movie, back again, what was we talking about that brought it all up? The slave patrol and the police being police. Those systems were created, and they're just part of a already moving machine. They're already part of a moving machine, just like third third. You know what I'm saying? Not really understanding what the fuck that they're writing for. You know what I'm saying? Even some Marines and people in the army, people that have been to the war, speak out against what the fuck that they were doing wrong. And I think it's going to take more police, to speak above that, to speak about that. You know what I'm saying? And being honest and being truthful and shit like that. And changing them laws too. Now, do I think it's going to happen like that? Hell no. It just is what it is. But I just really wish they at least had mentioned that factual piece of history. And then the other part that I could appreciate too is when they mention Tabby. Tabby is
Hey.
The other part that I thought was good, when they mentioned, well, would you say that about the Holocaust? Hell no, because you can't say a motherfucking thing about their struggle. Meanwhile, our struggle lasts 465 years. There's black folks still hanging from trees. There's people still getting murdered every day by police. It's shit going on all the time. Did I agree with some of the shit the police said? Hell fuck yeah. But that brings me back to the same point. Like in the 90s with Joe Biden and people like Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? Locking up black people for no motherfucking reason. Setting up laws, 3 strikes and you're out, taking people's whole fucking lives away. Like people are in jail for life for nothing. So talking about this vote, this important vote, you want to be happy for a bitch that ain't even black, claiming my blackness, claiming my struggles, right? As a real black woman, you're claiming the shit, but don't want to do a motherfucking thing for us. And I'm supposed to vote for the same bitch that put niggas in prison when I was a child, which affects especially us being of the darker side of blackness, affects us mating and populating the world with more black children. Because those black men are gone. When niggas say the real niggas are either dead or in jail, that's facts. And that's facts because people I think of it this way because it's real, right? And I'm going to go back to the movie. But I think of it as real. In the 80s and the 90s, they had that crack and shit like that. I think of it like this in the 70s and 80s, they mamas. Let them be, because I'm recording. You know what I'm saying? So fuck them. If he gets sick, oh well. I mean, like I'm trying to make a point. Not like I hope he don't get sick, but but the 70s and 80s. You know what I'm saying? In the 70s and 80s, they basically got our peoples hooked on drugs. Okay, it was intentional than a motherfucker. Then in the 80s, they was crackheads. The kids was witnessing the parents being crackheads. Then in the 90s, the kids grew up and became drug dealers. Okay? And then in the 2000s, the being the drug dealers was so hot and popping that the mentality of those children from the 90s thought it was cool. Me. You know what I'm saying? Me and y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not you specifically, but your generation. And for the most part, I was saying, the black kids at your school was all on that shit hella tough. Because initially, they weren't going to be playing on the radio, no nigga talking about selling no crack. You know what I'm saying? And if it was like on the album, or it was like, some extra expletive rap. And my shit, we Bone Thugs was talking about that shit in the whole 9, but that shit wasn't on the radio. You saw "See You at the Crossroads" on the radio. If I could change the whole wide world to be a thug and harmony on the radio. You heard, you know what I'm saying? You heard it's the first of the month. Thuggish, huggish, bong. You know what I'm saying? The radio songs were different than what's being promoted now. You see what I'm saying? And that's intentional. You want to know why? There's another reason why. The corporation, the Correctional Corporation of America hooked up with the music industry and started extra promoting that. That's why they took hip hop, see how much it was making, and weaponized our artistry. You see what I'm saying? And the more niggas is ready to get on that shit, the more niggas that's gonna be blasting niggas, the more niggas that go to jail. And they wrote a contract to keep them bitches 90% full. So I mean, it don't get no more factual or fuck than that. Vanguard, the CCA, the Correctional Corporation of America, they affiliated with Warner Brothers and all those motherfuckers who got niggas like Future promoting lean when he don't even drink the shit. You see what I'm saying? And then them getting comfortable, and I'm seeing something else, and it's hard to verbalize because I can see it. I can see it in my head. I understand what I see in my head, but saying it out loud sometimes it's hard because they're, like you said earlier, desensitizing us into accepting Black murder. Now that's what makes me pull the lens out and go into that divide and conquer shit, because they want to incite that violence. They want to incite that civil unrest for a more menacing, dubious reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the shit gets ill. You know what I'm saying? Because we dealing with motherfuckers who make 40, 50-year plans and shit. Like they're fucking weirdos. You know what I mean? And they think on that kind of level. If I'm moving like this, and they fuck up generations and shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's bigger than that. That's what I was trying to say. I was with my elders and I can't cuss, and I can only get this kind of shit out when I'm like this because I could be my natural self. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And kick the knowledge, and that shit is real. And I feel like that's where the ideologies between the two generations are clashing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where it's clashing because we're bolden. I feel like we're more emboldened in different ways, but then in a lot of ways it's identical. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just really wish they would have interjected that fact. We still haven't seen the rest of the movie, so maybe they might say it at some point. But I think in that moment, it would have been awesome because they're already kicking dumb facts. You know what I'm saying? So I just really would. And then getting into the Holocaust and shit like that, you know, it's so interesting that how you could commemorate, celebrate, and do all this shit for them. You know what I'm saying? And we get crumbs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even the Japanese who were in the internment camp in 1942 got reparations.
They got reparations?
Yeah, they did. They got money for that shit. Even the motherfuckers who went through the MK Ultra got a couple hundred racks. I'm just saying. One lady got $100,000. She's fucked up for the rest of her life.
True.
But
that's wild.
She ain't gonna never be the same. She ain't gonna never. Study MK Ultra. Study that kind of shit. Study a predictive programming. That's bigger than racism. But at the end of the day, we gotta walk through the world as Black people. So I mean, that's another part of our reality. That's the difference between us two. Like I was even watching it like a boss, and she put the shit in, and she was trying to make her feel something. She was like, "You white, just tell them you was jogging or something." And they hella believe it. I'm probably getting that part fucked up, but anyway, let's get back into the movie, y'all. I went off for a minute. I'm sorry, but it was knowledge that needed to be kicked, so I kicked it. Can I kick it? Somebody say yes, she can. Okay. Well, anyway, where was we at?
Person buys into a I mean, I don't treat people differently based on the color of their skin. Any one of these guys will tell you that. I've had partners of all colors, and you know, frankly, I haven't met many racist cops. We have a black captain, for Christ's sakes.
Meaning what?
Meaning that it's fucking impossible for us to be racist.
Impossible. That's like saying it's impossible to be sexist because you're married to a woman. Programming is programming. When a person buys into a system or a culture that teaches that racism, that dominance, that person, if they black, they white, Chinese, whatever color they are, they're going to proudly reflect that culture in every situation.
So what you're saying is that it's possible for a black cop to be racist towards another black, to target him or shoot him based on a bias.
Oh, yeah. You probably shoot him twice.
Well, that's bullshit. Come on, you guys, you just...
Get down.
No, go on. Say your piece.
You got a mean face.
I'm just saying. You guys want to cry race, but a lot of the things that black people have to deal with is based on the way black people act. Look at hip-hop music. Drug the hoe, get the hoe, shoot the bitch, whatever the fuck. What do you expect? And you think I want my daughter to hang around with people that think that way? I mean, let alone come to my house. Hell no.
But you let your kids listen to it and buy it, right? Those are the dollars that keep it getting made.
White people buy the music that blacks pay for with our lives. Black kids think they have to live that life to make the music so your daughter can go buy it. It's a cycle. It happens again and again and again.
Yeah.
Are you saying this is our fault?
He's making a point. No matter how bullshit the music is, y'all appropriate it, fetishize it. The demand rises, the profits rise, the sales rise. Then it's just blacks and Latinos exploited for the supply.
The facts.
You all just reach and reach. Maybe blacks and Latinos aren't all victims. Maybe they are the actual thugs that they're saying they are in their music.
Pero qué puta te pasa, cabrón. Te estás escuchando por horas corriendo esa boca de mierda, apoyando a tu hijo de puta como que saliste de la misma prepa.
Can I get a subtitle?
You don't know me, homie. Know me, bro.
Te tengo que conocer para saber que soy ese pedazo de mierda que se vende.
Okay. Okay. We gonna have to get us a subtitle and run that back.
Wait, you're saying this is our fault?
He's making a point.
Or we could do it on Google Translate.
No matter how
No,
bullshit
first
the
let's
music is,
go.
y'all appropriate it, fetishize it. The
What is this
demand
in
rises,
Spanish?
the profits rise,
You know
the
what it
sales
is.
rise.
Be like,
Just blacks and
bitch.
Latinos exploited for the supply.
You all just reach and reach. Maybe blacks and Latinos aren't all victims. Maybe they are the actual thugs that they're saying they are in their music.
Pero qué puta te pasa, cabrón. Te estás escuchando por horas corriendo esa boca de mierda, apoyando a tu hijo de puta como que saliste de la misma prepa.
We don't know what he said.
You don't know anything about me.
Te tengo que conocer para saber que soy ese pedazo de mierda que se vende y se gana esos rangos al aplastar a su propia raza.
Crushing my people? I'm crushing my people, you fucking cartel wannabe? Huh? You think you know me? You think you know me? You think you know anything about me? Huh? Fucking you gang tattoos? You think you're all fucking hard, huh? Killing? Pushing drugs? Selling little girls? And you think you're fucking better than me? You don't know me, homie. You don't know shit about me, huh? And you make it impossible for fucking Hispanic or Latino people to get ahead in this fucking country because all they see is you. And your fucking tattoos and your fucking gangster shit.
Mis tatuajes te dijeron todo eso. Mis tatuajes que claramente puedes ver dónde estás. Es increíble, te están usando. Te están usando como un perro y ni cuenta te das. I lost, bro.
Fuck you.
He probably said something hella important. How can we find out? Google something.
That's my point.
No.
Two Hispanic guys arguing. It's heated, but is it racial? No. Black guys, white guys, Hispanic guys. The thing that separates us isn't race. It's class. It's education.
You have kids?
Yeah, I got 2 girls.
You go to public school?
No, I work my ass off so they don't have to.
Why? Why not public school? What's wrong with that? I mean, if all a person has to do is get an education, then why does it matter where they get it? You know why? Because private schools are built like colleges. Public schools, where little brown and black kids are built like prisons. So it's no surprise
When private school kids go to college, and public schools like where I grew up, don't even graduate kids on their way to locking them up. And that is a race problem, officer. But that's America, right? We don't fix the system. We just put a premium on the way to get around it.
People are the only ones that have to deal with that.
No. We just sit in the worst position to beat it. Which is why I sacrificed everything I had to put my son in a better position. Taking him out of where he was, putting him into a place where he could survive. But guess what? It wasn't enough. I couldn't save him. I couldn't save my boy. Not from him.
Why couldn't you just complain? None of you ever complain.
We're fucking tired. We're tired of being stalked and intimidated and getting our asses kicked whenever you feel like
that attitude is why that shit happened. If y'all just took a second to think, maybe you'd avoid all that shit.
If all of you took a second to think, then maybe it wouldn't kill so many of us.
I didn't mean to kill your son.
What you did.
I did what I was trying to do. It was a threat, and I was scared. We're trying to go home. That's the. I have a kid at home too. But I am a human being just like anybody else. When everything I gotta work in, I want to go home to my kid. I want to see my son. I had a split second to decide whether you were going to attack my partner or your kid was gonna reach for his gun. I didn't want to get shot. I wanted to go home.
We wanted to go home too. This is my son. This is my little boy. This is what was taken from me. He didn't ask to be born. He didn't ask to be black. He didn't ask to get shot. Look at him. Look at him! I'm gonna be able to hug my son again. Never gonna see him get married or have children. Officer Randall took that from me. The world took that from me. I just want justice. That's all I want. I just want justice. He took it from me. But you can give it back.
Can't you just accept responsibility? You put your son in that situation by breaking the law and going over the posted speed limit.
What speed were we going? The speed! What speed were we going? You pulled us over because we were speeding, right? So what speed were we going when you pulled us over?
It was over a year ago.
You want me to remind you? We'll get the report. Get the report, Burwood.
It's not in the report.
Why not?
Because I didn't record it. I registered it based on what I remember.
Okay, then what did you say? What was the speed? I mean, it's a residential, so it's 25 miles per hour, right?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, you were there, right? Same car, same time. What was the speed? 45, 50?
45, 50 seems right.
Yeah, you sure?
Not exactly. No, I don't remember.
Well, I do remember. I do remember because I was there too. I've played it over 1,000 times in my mind. Trying to think about all the reasons why this thing went wrong. We were crossing Virginia at Lombardy, residential area, 25 miles per hour, posted. Right?
45 would have seemed very
I was at speed bumps 20 feet apart on each side of the intersection. We were not speeding up, were we, Officer Randall? We were slowing down. Just long enough for you to see two black men driving through that prestigious neighborhood.
This has nothing to do with it.
Are you standing by your story that we were speeding?
It's an officer.
Officer Randall, are you standing by your story that we were speeding?
What do you expect? Are you driving in that neighborhood in that crappy car was just vicious? But then after 12 minutes, I was driving around in that neighborhood after midnight. People at home, yes. But most of the people driving around in that situation are bad people looking to do bad things.
So you profiled.
You are damn right I did.
How do you feel about that? It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack in that little couple minutes, right?
Yeah, that shit was very irritating. Because it just seemed like, first of all, if we were to start where old dude was like, why can't you just admit where you got your son in this situation when he didn't put his son in that situation? If he was in an intersection from the front and the back and he was slowing down and they had no legit reason to stop these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So basically, this motherfucker has got caught in a lie, admitted to profiling, which made me,
because he was lying
right,
initially. Yeah.
which made me angry because this whole situation could have been avoided if you just this particular right now situation could have been avoided if you just told the truth in the first place and allowed them to get the justice that they wanted. I think these motherfuckers are so quick to cover their own fucking ass.
Yeah.
In a situation like this, that they don't think that the huge consequences that happen when they don't do something, like when they don't tell the truth. And now I'm thinking how many situations in real life could have been avoided, like protests, people getting rubber bullets shot at them and smoked out of fucking peaceful ass protests because motherfuckers didn't want to tell the truth.
Right.
So now it has me thinking about all sorts of shit in real life. Like, what the fuck would have happened if, they told the whole story? Because if you look at the facts in real life, all of these situations are the same. All the cops basically say the same shit.
Fact.
Like, it's like they're all reading the same script.
They are. And then I was trained that way. You keep saying that. Like, but
then they should redo these fucking trainings because clearly they're not working. Clearly, you're not training people well enough. And like I was saying when we first started this shit 2 hours ago, it only takes 6 fucking weeks to become a cop.
Yeah.
You went to hair school longer than that.
I did. That shit took a year and some change.
You have to have a permit for fucking 6 months before you can even drive a car.
Yeah, you sure do.
So how the fuck are you even allowed to be a cop in 6 fucking weeks? You mean to tell me you're retaining all that knowledge in 6 weeks?
Hell no.
Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no fucking way. I don't know. That is a lot to unpack because the seeing it detailed and intimate. I can't think of another word that I can use, but the insight on the officer's perspective, right? And I was trying to be biased as I was listening, even though I hate the motherfuckers for the most part, right? So, listening to him speak, honestly, I gotta say I agree with you. Like, why not just be? I was scared, and that's the thing too. It does have to be longer than 6 weeks because a lot of the times I feel like they run into them guns hella quick because they are scared. Like, and I think these cops are bitch made. They not the cops of the times of with that nigga chase a nigga down for like 5 minutes. You remember that part on Juice? They was jumping roofs and climbing fences and do that. These jakes don't do that shit no more.
Yeah. I mean, literally, before you even go into the military, you have to go to boot camp for months.
And all that shit.
So why is it not the same situation when you're a cop?
Yeah.
Because essentially you can be in combative situations as a police officer. And you know that from movies and TV. Based on true fucking stories. There's whole situations where cops have had to go to battle with like bad guys and shit on TV and shit.
But you know what? They know that.
Yeah.
They know that.
So why are you not giving them the time and the real training that you would give, say, a military guy? Because they're all essentially fighting bad guys, are they not?
And a lot of them, from what I if I'm thinking right, are ex-military. So it's like, this shit, right? So, but the question is, why are in most scenarios? Because in one part, I do agree. I agree when the Spanish cop was saying, you think I'm selling out my people, but you selling drugs, you doing this, you doing that. I felt that, and I felt like that could be that's where I feel like
You
our
related the
generation,
most?
I related to that, and I related to that because I was on both sides, right? I was the inmate, and I ain't never been no Jake, but I'm just saying with the perspective, because now I'm on with the cops' perspective, selling drugs and doing all that shit, but we got more of a reason to really be worried about that than say the Hispanics because their culture, they're click tight.
Yeah, but at the same time, Hispanics right now, motherfuckers are just showing up to their house and deporting them. So they have a whole other serious situation going on.
But they don't got the situation that we got going on in regard to being brought here, right? Being told we need to go back to our country.
True.
Meanwhile, all our ancestors built this motherfucker, but their ancestors built the motherfucker too, depending on where they from, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But what I mean is their culture is click tight, like they more tightly knit in regard to like self-loathing and like not generational wealth, but keeping their culture good through
Right.
generations, passing that on. Not assimilating to European ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where we were forced to do so. So we're especially Black Americans, not the Islanders, not the foundational Black Americans, right? Like them fools, like us, foundational Black Americans. We don't know shit else but America.
Right.
I got California tatted on my arm, okay? Like I don't know shit else. You know what I'm saying? Would I like to go to the motherland? Yeah, hell yeah, to visit. I mean, do I want to go to Africa one day? Do I want to live? Yes and no. I don't feel that moved in my spirit to do that because my father was a vet, his father was a vet, uncles was a vet. You know what I'm saying? They've done this. I got people in my family, especially on my dad's side, that served in every motherfucking war. Okay, including Iraq. Okay, so a part of me feels some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because I really used to be on that one side, like on some Thomas Jefferson type shit. You know what I'm saying? But now, I forgot my point. What was we talking about? These cats are distracting me in the background. I'm losing my thoughts. Because I was trying to ignore them over there. And they done ran over here and Tabby done chased up the damn thing. I was trying to ignore those fools as long as I could. But it got real over there. She had to run up to the top of the damn thing. Now he mad. Okay, hopefully so we get a moment of quietness for a minute. He is. He's like Garfield. But I did relate to it because they pushing the drugs, the music is all fucked up, promoting that shit. But that goes to my point. And they mentioned the music. You see how they mention that music? It does have a lot to do with it, and your vibration is gonna attract your frequency. What you tuning into is gonna affect your vibrant your vibration. The frequency. Music is on a frequency.
Oh.
What you attract in your frequency indicates if you're vibrating high or low.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're attracted to that sound and whatever the fuck they're talking about in that sound. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So earlier today, we was on some dance hype shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna listening to no Gucci and all these new weirdo niggas that think selling drugs and popping Molly and doing all this shit is ill. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's just in our regular everyday. And I'm a Bone Thugs fan for life, but when I play Bone Thugs now, usually they got so much music, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I could go through any emotion with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna really be listening to like East 99 unless I'm probably ready to ride on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But can we stay focused on the show for now?
My allergies are killing me.
All right. So yeah, So let's get back into the movie. But yeah, no. What I was gonna say was the white dude and the Mexican dude. Yes, I did agree with that, but overall, no, because it ends up becoming selfish. I mean, at the end of the day, you might be trained to do this and that all day, but it is your job to determine what situations is a threat and what situations are not a threat, and they're easily ready to target and attack Black people quickly. And just like he just said, in that car, in that neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Profiled him as being suspicious and doing something that he wasn't supposed to do. But that's the thing too. Like, how come Black people can't be in certain areas? And he's saying a lot of the times it's because they on some fuck shit. I mean, is that true or not?
No, that's not true.
I mean, I'm just saying. So I don't know.
I know more white people that steal than Black people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think it's like in modern, like at the time. So at this trial is in like 2018, but when the murder happened, it was 2017. You mean to tell me you ain't never seen no Black people in no suburban ass neighborhood?
Right.
It's not 1940 something. It's not even 1998. Bitch.
We can't be in the burbs. We can't be, So let's go to the movie.
These niggas look ass.
Like you get pissed off your car gets broken into, right? You get pissed off your house gets burglarized, but how are we supposed to find those bad people if we're not pulling people over? The only way to find these bad people is by pulling them over. We pull them over, see burglary, stolen mail, or 9 times out of 10, see in that situation something's up. You want to be safe? You want to be kept safe? We keep it safe. That's the cost.
The officers then profiled that man and his son. That man and his son make it home at night. Johnny Jefferson might be alive
Follow me, give me a big ass sword. Fuck you, you gangster fucking piece of shit. You fucking talk shit and you're fucking gonna beat it. Come on, fight me. Settle down, man.
That nigga is little as shit.
Help you out.
Y'all, okay. Okay. The inmate popped up out the chair and took off on the officer, another officer that was in the back, and beat him up for giving him a fake ass charge. And he said, "Fuck you! You talk shit, you get a beating." Those are the motherfuckers we talking about. Okay. Then he gets somebody's gun and tries to shoot him.
The officer.
The officer gets the gun and tries to shoot the inmate. Case in goddamn point.
What a time to be alive.
He heard all that. These cats, girl. Anyway,
Bones was giving me the
did you see how far her neck was turned on some poltergeist action?
lay on her shoulder.
My nigga, she's trying to jump up there. Her stupid ass. Oh, karma, bitch. Oh, her neck, bitch. She make me want to crack mine.